Now that we fabricated a brand new floor from scratch, I want to fit the seats in, and I have to fit the brackets in. This is the stuff that we cut out of it. We cut it out because we did not want it. We discarded it. We wanted to make our own floor. Before I put the seats in, I got to go back to the roof. And the reason I want to go back to the roof is because I want to put the roof on. I've got some cardboard on here now, so don't tear everything up that bad. I want to put the roof back on. Reason being is we got a little bit of space to stand back and we can take a look at it. But I want to put the roof on because I do not know where to put the seat brackets in. There's no sense in me trying to figure out what's going on here and where the seat brackets go when I do not know if I'm going to put the roof back on. Obviously we chopped the windshield post, I think 8 inches or something like that if you go back to it. But we really have to, or I want to see the roof back on the car to see whether I want to use it or not. It is getting quite light with everything getting cut off it. There was a lot of comments on there, from what I understand, when the window come back that far. It did look cool from the back, but the only problem with that is when that came back, nothing was chopped. So nothing was chopped. So basically, if I were to try to aim it down, these things would be pointed way up in the air, basically, or I would have had to cut them on an angle. Anyways, I've cut them off, and this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to get Jolene to help me put it back on, if she will, please. I'm hoping that these will stay on. And basically all I'm going to do is going to try the roof on and cut some on the edge of the roof and see if I can get it to fit. When I sort of think if I like the roof or if I don't like the roof, then I can throw the seat in the car and then see if I have to, how far I have to build it up. You can see these things here. These risers here, these are the risers that went on the floor. So you can see what we've cut out. It looks, it is what it is. We've cut it out. There's a hole in the end of the frame rail, but it has been fixed before, and we kind of cut it out and made it a little bit cleaner, I'm hoping. But these are the rails that the seats sit in. So this one is on this side, this one is on that side, and that's where the seat goes. That's where the driver's seat goes. This is the back rail that we put in across the back. We use the 2x1 square stock. So this is this piece right here. This is out of, I would say, probably 18 gauge or maybe, 18 gauge. So it had been rotted there. That's why we cut it off there. And it was rotted in the back. That's why we cut it out. This one had been fixed, obviously. And it had a new piece there and been fixed on that side. When we decided to cut it out, this is what we come back to. I'm hoping that we got a little cleaner. We do have it cleaner than it was before. And that was the name of the game if I'm going to, go with it, I guess. But I cannot put the seat stuff in. Like I said, I've even got the back seat in here. You can see I'm thinking about things, if everything's in the right place or not. But in all honesty, I cannot put the front seat in or put the brackets in until I figure out if I like the roof and how high the roof is going to be in order to put the seat in. Like the 50. When we chopped the roof, I mean, we had to chop the seat. So I'm getting ahead of the game on that situation, and I'm going to try it on before we try the seats. Man, that was a lot, wasn't it? Whew. I got that all out in one sentence. Are you ready, baby? Huh? We're coming on her. We're almost we're getting there. Let's face it, we got the trunk moved. We got all the sills replaced with, 1/8 plate on both sides. We put a black section in it. We put a whole brand new floor in it. We've got a brand new frame rail on this side, a brand new trunk pan on this side, a whole new back, new quarters, new tops of the doors. It is what it is. We're having fun. Going for it, sweetheart? Watch yourself because there's a lot of metal there.
I'm going to grab gloves.
You want some gloves? Yeah. Jolene's going to get some gloves, and then we're going to slide this roof on, and I'm going to slice and dice it and see if I can't get it right and put a seat in the car, basically. That's what I'm looking for. I'm happy with the floor. It looks really good. It's tight and right. It's no boing in it. The frame rails come up nice. Everything fit it really, really, really good. When you look at it from the underneath, it's going to look really good because it is good. And that's basically what I was going for. We're putting this much time and effort in it. When the floor was bad, we might as well do the best job we can. Alrighty. Now this is, you've helped me do this before, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's rock and roll. Jolene's only 100 pounds, so I'm going to give her some grace. Try not to take my shins off on that. So we're at this roof thing again, and the reason being we're at this roof thing again, I like it just where it's at. Don't even, I should nail it on with the welder. It's hitting both those things, both those. Stand back and take a look at that for a second now. It's got to come down in the back. You know, we're almost there we're almost there. This has got to come, like this is here, it's got to drop down in here, I would say, to get it. I was just out there and got those pieces here for the seats out in the junkyard. And what happens is if I want this, I'd have to get the top of the door to continue it. You know, it would match up to this, but I can get the top of the door to finish that if I want to, this piece. This would have to be reshaped. But yeah. And also, this is another thing going here. When this looks pretty good here. When we put that windshield post on there, it's not bad. When we put this windshield post on here, when we dropped it down 8 inches, we had to relief it here, and we pried that out a little bit. Shouldn't change the distance on this though, it just changed the angle. Distance wouldn't change because it never separated there, it just opened up there. So basically, that would match up just perfect from where we cut it off, unless we, unless nothing, it's good. I do not, what I do not like, I have to, there's an inside piece and an outside piece. That's what bothers me at the present moment. If it was just the outside piece, I could trim it right off, no problem whatsoever. But I've got an inside piece, and I got a clamp with a piece of cardboard on it. Gonna go back over that side. Just take a look at it for a second. Have to do that, Yes, and just in my opinion, I feel like this should be slanted back more. You could put a window in here. Yes, you could, but it would not probably flow. If you had a window that come down, you probably wouldn't flow that well. Let's just do some cutting. That's all. Does the roof? This looks like it's going pretty decent, does it not? You'd want to come down a little bit in the back, would you not? That's what I'm thinking. You'd want to come down in the back a little bit. And it's kind of the same the whole way along, is it not?
It seems like it.
Like this is pretty level going here, is it not?
Yeah.
So to get it come back, to lay down, I have to take some more off this. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. All right, I'm just gonna, and it's hitting on both sides too, and it's hitting on both sides. What I should do, what should I do? I should pull it off and cut the inside one right off, and then I would attach a new piece if I ever got it to work. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm gonna do. I think it's probably best if we pull it off. See, there's an inside piece on there. If I pull it off and cut the inside piece off, there's an inside piece here. If I cut that off up a ways, like just cut it off, and then I could attach a new one. When I get the outside where it needs to be, then I can make a new piece, attach it up there, and bring a new piece down and weld it onto that. Probably be the way to go, and then just keep taking it off and on and off and on. I can just cut it here and then let it down instead of trying to get inside. So if you want to help me again, sweetheart, this is part of the game right here. This is part of the game. This is almost maybe the funnest part of the game is eyeing it up and see what you can make out of it. And I'm not saying for 1 second this roof is going on, not saying that not for 1 second, but I'm going to try it, play with it, and if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. All right, now, just set that like that. I want to cut off some of this. What's that? Let's just set it up against the door. Set it up like that. I'm going to cut off some of this stuff in the back here so it can lay down. Right from there. Let's take that off. And from there, let's take that off. That way there, we'll be able to cut it on the roof. I can even tack the roof on the front. When I marked this, I was going to cut here, but I said, nope, I'm not cutting there. And the reason being is, if I leave this piece on where that pinch weld is, if I leave that piece on and continue the roof on, when I go to make this piece, I can make it one nice flat piece all the way across here. And if I cut my line up here, then I can just cap it. If I put that bend over, then I'm going to have to make that bend, and it's going to make it harder because it's not going to be in the shape I want it. Yeah, I put one flat piece in there, I'm hoping. I have to get in there and chaw that off if I'm going to cut it. I want to put this piece over here, just see what I got going on. Make it the same, I'm thinking. Make it the same. That makes me feel good. See that little cutout there? Mm-hmm. See that little cutout right there? They look the same. That's what I like about it. That's what I like about it. Let's do this. Here. Somewhat, I guess. Dot to dot, maybe. Now that's going to hit, got to put it on to see. Got a nice flat area there. We can put something on weld across and bring it down if we want it to go to that exhaust pipe. What I'm thinking. The less this weighs, the better. So if Jolene's picking it up with me right now, that's what you'd want probably in the end, you know, something that Jolene could pick up, because if you can't pick it up, why would you want it on the back of your car? But I've done fully sure things and have a top that was heavy. I gotta thank Jolene for helping me tonight. I really appreciate it. It's just something that has to be done before I put the seats in. Floors rock and roll. It's a big feat, you know. We got her back on her feet. We got the top cut off her. We got the trunk moved. We got the sills on her. We got the doors closing. We got the new floor in it. We're cooking with gas. I hope that you're cooking with gas with your project. I hope. And if you're not, as long as it's keeping your brain busy, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Fighting each other a little bit, we are?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just bring her my way some. Yeah, you're good, are you? I could tack it on. All right, now, let's just leave it there for a second.
Mine's not sitting down.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I know exactly what you're saying, because mine wasn't sitting down last time either, and I didn't care. Why didn't I care? I didn't care. Why? Why didn't I care? To be honest with you, that's not on there by much, just sitting on there like that, but I think I should just daub it with the welder. That's what I think I should do. You want to hold that side, please, sweetheart? Mm-hmm. Oh, you're not finished yet. All right, I'm going to think I'm going to...
You want me to?
No, I'm just, it's fine. Just not fitting right up front there right now. I guess that's fine. That's not bad. It's just hitting there a little bit. I could dab that on there. Let's cut it. Let's make it sit down further. Get my marker in my pocket. Now, I want to stand back and take a look at that bad boy. You can think about what you would do if you were doing it. Basically, I got to cut it off straight with that quarter panel, because that's what it's coming down and laying on. Don't know what that either. It's odd. Odd. I want to cut it off right to there. Is what I want to cut it off to, and I'm scared. I won't say scared, but I want to cut it off right to there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the reason being is, what's the reason being? It would get me far enough, drop me down, bring me ahead a little bit, and it would give me something I could lay in there for a window. You know, if I cut it that far, it's just going to drop it down that far. It's going to give me anything for a window still.
How far up would you cut it?
Well, I have to go with this. So I'm thinking, one dead Milwaukee. And no, it didn't win. Oh, marker. Full time when you change your pants and come in from the house, that's what full time what happens. I lose the marker. And you'd have to go with this, right? Like I have to go with this line here. So this line here, to get that up there, I have to actually go up there probably. But it sure would slant it back. Not sure if we're worried about anybody in the back seat, are we? Huh? With the top off, I guess that's when you put everybody in the back seat.
Won't that like get rid of
What?
all of this though?
You know what to get rid of? It'll get rid of this. You know what I mean? You'll still have this coming up, if you know.
Okay.
I can cut a little bit off at a time, but basically this is where I want to go, is right there. So I want to go. What do you think? Go for it or cut a little bit at a time? Because I can do the same on the other side, just kind of draw it with this here and then let it down on there. To me, that's the only place it can go. Want me to cut it? Huh?
If you want.
If you want to, she says. It's not that if I don't know. I'll just do this the same way. Or how far to get that one?
Could it be pulled forward more?
It will be pulled forward a little bit because this gap here is not right. What's going on here? This gap's not right. You can come up and take a look at it. We got a big gap over there. That's fine. We can straighten that out. But this has to come down in the back, And for me to feel like we're going to get a back window in that thing, we're not going to get a window we don't want a window stand up like that in it. If you know what I'm trying to say. If you're going to put a window in it, it's going to connect to this piece. You wouldn't want a window stand up like that finishing the car off, would you? I wouldn't. Not me. Like, I don't know. You can cut up in here, I guess, but this is all wrong. Once you lay a window in here, you have to lay it up straight. Like, I mean, window would come this way. What we do with this stuff. Mm. Let's cut it. We'll just go like this, right from the point to wherever I think fits the quarter panel. That's what I'm gonna do on the other side too. Let's cut it off. You can weld metal back on. You can weld her back on. Yeah, I knew that was going to be an issue, getting all the way across.
Careful, babe, with the...
What?
Be careful that it doesn't fall.
It's going to fall? It's hanging on by toenail. I don't know if that was the right thing to do or not, but it's coming down quite a ways, I can tell you that. I'll draw this one on a little bit better. Just trying to go with this, right? Let's try it. See what happens.
You need to look that up.
What's that?
It dropped.
Put your camera down for you. Give me a hand.
Okay.
Please and thank you. Don't know if I'm doing the right thing or not, but if I don't do it, I'll never know. How's that? Isn't that right? If I don't cut it, I'll never know.
Yeah.
What a chunk I cut over. Can you just hold it up on that side for just a second? We'll pull this side back ahead. Leave it up like that for a second. I gotta figure out how to cut this off. How to finish cutting it off. Now, if it does not work or if we're not happy with it, then we just carry on. There might be another roof that we want to put on it. Look at that now, would you? Wow. Huh? To me, radical generally works for me. All brand new, having the floor. All right, now get your lay your back first. Shoulder first. Oops. Let me have a little bit if you can. There you go. You're good.
Yeah.
Your head. Good. Now I cut that.
It's not really, babe.
Totally so wrong that it's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
It's not really secure.
I understand that,
Okay.
but I did cut that so wrong there, so that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. I guess that would be where a person would make their own shape, I guess, basically. But now you can see that I can lay a window in there. I can finish, this could be finished off a little bit. It's not down all the way on this side. But yeah, that cut there was quite something else, wasn't it?
That's what I said.
What?
Remember I said? You're going to get rid of that.
What's that?
Remember?
No, but when I cut this, I thought I had it cut with, I cut it with this, but
Oh, okay.
I guess this is, it didn't, that's fine though. I guess I'd be making that anyways.
It might almost look better without any of that stuff.
What?
Like get rid of all of that.
Right,
and
okay.
just have that tiny little...
Right? That would make it a lot less heavier. And you know what that would do for this? This poor cut?
What?
It'd be
Get rid
gone.
of- Yeah, true.
Yeah, like it'd be gone.
But it makes
All
it
right.
sleeker.
Now that the roof is on, not crazy about the cut I made. Not sure why I went that way, but I did. Not going to cry over it now, but it basically kind of, like Jolene said, she likes this part here. Do you like that the door's not got its piece going on there? Do you care about that? Doesn't matter. Let's put the seat in.
No. Be careful though.
Why?
It just doesn't seem like it's...
It's on by much?
Yeah.
It's not. It's just jammed on there. But it's good. Come look at this thing. Look how nice this is. Like, actually, as we got this cut, you can see the distance between the window here, the distance here. It's all good, like going across, you know, how it matches up and back. It's good. And if you ever wanted to put if you want to put a window in this car, or you want to put a back window in this car, it'd be easy to lay a back window in here and build these pieces. Very easy. Also, I don't know what else to say. Other than I cut that all away. Put that piece back on. Nope. Just throw it over here for a second. Grab a seat, throw the seat in it. Now the runners are over there on the pieces that I have to put across the floor, that were originally across the floor. Well, let's figure it out here. We've got a chop roof. We've got a chop roof. We've got a chop window. I would say like we just come up a little tiny bit and we're good. Like we want headroom, and also I can see over the steering wheel good, like in through here. That's nice for me.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. That roof would work easily. That roof would work easily. However you would want to do it. If you want to add the door tops to it, if you want to take the door tops away from it, that roof would work easily. And I'm very comfortable with the seat in here. Maybe you should try it. Just sit in it. I mean, it's nothing. Just have a seat in it. I'll hold the camera for a second. You're plugged in there. Now, I really slammed that roof in the back. That looks pretty good. Not bad. Could come up a little bit,
Yeah, like,
inch or two. I thought it could come up a little tiny bit. But
Ow.
what's that?
Yeah, like
Look underneath the steering wheel. Don't look through on top of it. Look underneath through the steering wheel.
yeah, it's fine. It's just like if I'm comfortable, I can't see the.
Can't see through that?
Well, I can, but I just feel like I can't see the hood.
Well,
Until I'm
most
up.
cars, well, I suppose some cars you can, but a lot of cars you can't see. To me, like, if I can see you, you can see the road fine.
Yeah.
So generally, you want to be looking down through there, I would say. Down through the window. It's kind of an odd thing. Maybe we can modify the steering wheel too. Watch that roof, be careful.
Yeah.
Be careful. But we're going to have to decide how we want things. And this is what I see right now. Let's just, sorry about that. Okay, I got to play with this for a second. Bear with me, people, bear with me. As I'm looking at that, as I cut that, and I made a poo-poo. Well, this got me thinking, right? Just because I got that big cut there, let's do this. So if I had it like this, I want to get it shaped right. We'll get that cut now. Pair of scissors. Window can go in very nicely up there, lay down really nice. I've actually got the window that come out of the car is quite a nice window. Let's do this. Tape that on. And how do we want? We'll make it come down. You know the lines here. Fill that in with tape. Tape. Now, if we're making a top, obviously, we can make it any way we want to. That green goes to that red, doesn't it? Just because we can. Johnny's cheap tape. This is the time when you play. Back window, in my opinion, I could put a nice little back window in there, a nice little oval back window, fill this place in, no problem whatsoever. And that's just an idea. Just an idea, what we can go with. We actually can make it simpler too. We can take it up here and bring that down around, you know what I'm saying? Like it could make, like you said, you like it thinner. It would make it lighter than adding a door top to it. It would give it a little bit more height so you feel like you're not chopped that far. But this here would just be cut up to come down like this. If you know what I'm saying, come down like that and come around and do your deal. Your back window, this piece here could cut in and come past here, no problem. We could make a little piece going up over here, lay a little back window in there, no problem whatsoever. You just lay it down. Just a nice little window like what's that?
Can you like tape on if we put a door top on? Can you cut that over?
I can. Let's do that. Jolene wants a door top put on, and I'm just her guy. I'm her guy. Let's do this. Jolene wants a door top on to match that. Guessing all the time.
Cut yourself?
Trying. Trying, baby. You want to come put your finger on that? Thank you. Poor cut there. We just have to say we do a better job on the real one. Something like that. Or we might like cut that down straight like that. Put a, instead of having, see that right there? Let's do this. See, I'm not if we're gonna do that, like it's kind of the same opening, you know what I mean? So you have to decide whether you want the same opening or not. But I'm gonna do this. Do you like that? If I take and put, say a post in like that. Let's cut this off. Cut it straight. This is all in how we want to cut the metal when it comes to applying this piece, you know? You know, there's two couple different looks you can go with there, I guess. Not sure which one do you like? There's a couple different ones. We can come back further,
Right.
if we want to, because it's an open car. There's not going to be no windows in it, so we can make this come back and do whatever we want. So if we don't want that, we want that, we can make it back and come back a little bit further and come like that.
Right.
So it's basically up to the decision of the beholder, I guess. But that right there is basically I would say would be the roof. That's as low as we're going to go with it. That way there, we can get a window to lay down in it. Have no problem with it. The metal can be dealt with here, no problem, I'm figuring. Where I cut it shy in there would not matter, because we're going to put a whole piece in there to make it what we want. So basically, as long as I got it down to that point, that was okay. With the door tops on, it makes it look like it's chopped more. But also, it makes it heavier. So there's a couple things going on there. And the heavier you make it, the heavier it is. With the window going down like this, we're going to put that vent window in there going down like that. Not sure if you need the top of the doors on it. I'm thinking that the height would be nice. It would keep it lighter. It would be cleaner with all that off too than just capping it and having all that door. It would clunk it up quite a bit, putting the door top on it. To make the roof, I think we want to make it as light as possible. So we probably would go with the smaller seam all the way to the back. And that, you know what that would do? That would make me feel better about the cut that I made, because it all would have to be cut off and capped from there. But there you go. There's the roof on it. I'm thinking that would be very easy. There's a window out back that we could put in the Packard. There's a nice small window in the Packard. It's got a nice little grate on it that you could slide in that, no problem whatsoever. You'd have the whole opening, window, everything. You'd weld it right to that. The pinch weld right to that, and weld the pinch weld right to the roof. Just lay it in there nice. Continue off the sail panels and make the roof as. Also, yeah, the roof would want to come off on this one. So you're not welding anything to anything. Right. You're actually making this come down to sit on top of that. And that's quite nice right there, to be honest with you. That to come to sit on top of that. I wasn't even thinking that. I was thinking about laying a back window in it, but that's nice to come lay there. That would just come lay like that right across the whole thing. Weld a piece from there. Make it fit all the way around there. That's pretty cool. All right, everybody, thanks a lot for coming back. I really appreciate it. I want to thank Jolene for coming and help me tonight. And the reason being is if I can't get the help doing this stuff sometimes at nighttime when I want to do something, then I can't go forward. I can't lift the roof on by myself. I cannot do that. I'm getting Doug and Nate to come together on the same day, and that way we all can work together and we all can be together and whatever. It makes it a good time. Also, the days that they're not here, I get to do it by myself, which is also nice. Got to send out a big yeehaw for Doug. Doug Station's doing well. Dirty Doug, Greasy Channel, I think it's called. He's doing well. Looks like he's getting lots of subscribers. That's awesome. What I'm thinking is he's going for that TR 6, 7, whatever it is, and I'm happy for him. I'm thinking that he's inspired to work on that old car, make a few videos. That's good. Way to go, Doug. Way to go. I'm rooting for you, buddy. All right, everybody, I'm going to let you go. Subscribe, like, comment, do whatever you want to do, but I'm going to give you 50 because I want to. You can turn her off, do whatever you want, but I'm going to give you 50. $53. All right, everybody, thanks a lot. Really appreciate it. Do me a favor. Have a great day. Come back tomorrow.